you're ready to roll some dice and do some bidding, then you might want to check out Dice Manor. In this game, you will roll all of your dice and then you will use all of one number each turn to put out some bids on the board. You can bid for advertising where you will get some points and hopefully get some more dice to use in later rolls. You can also bid for blueprint tiles, which you will use to make a bigger and better manor. Ultimately, you want to try and get different types of rooms for a bonus, as well as different color rooms that you're trying to have the majority of as many as you can. Later, once you have some rooms, you'll also be able to place dice in them as long as they are on a linear path in order to get some additional points there as well. Again, at the end of the game, you want to get a bonus for having all different types of tiles, having the largest manor, and having color majorities. Ultimately, the player with the most points, and thus the best manor, will win. I thought that this game was fine. I like that mechanism of rolling all your dice and then separating them by number and saying, okay, well, I'm going to use my 3 6s this round, and you can split them over the different choices that you have for where dice go, or you can put them all in one location, which is cool. I like that, but I just thought that there was too much going on and it didn't really fit together cohesively for me. I thought that the theme was kind of tacked on, and it just never felt like I was really building this grand manor that I was supposedly taking people on a tour of. So that kind of set me out of it just a little bit. In addition to that, everything takes up a lot of room on the table. These tiles, especially if you get a couple of these big ones, take up a lot of room, and it just seems like you don't interact with them nearly enough in order to make that really worth it. I thought that at 2 players, the board is really open, which is cool, so you can get a really big manor, which seems like a really exciting thing, but again, you're not interacting with it that much because you want to be so involved in what's in the middle. Whereas at 3 and 4 players, the middle board is so competitive that you are trying to put more dice in your manor, but it's so hard to get those tiles from the center because of that competitiveness that it makes it hard to even have anything to do in your manor. So I just thought that it also didn't really scale that well for me. Ultimately, if you've played a game like Las Vegas where you are doing that mechanism of rolling your dice and say, okay, I'm going to use all my 4s, or I'm going to use just my 1, 2 die and save the rest of my dice for later, you might like this if you want more to that, if you want to have a lot of other choices going on. But if you kind of like the simplicity of rolling dice and you don't want to have to make what seems like big decisions every turn, then this one might not be for you. You can check out my full thoughts on the blog today.